Alright, quick question. Have you ever finished a Lego set and then put it proudly on your shelf, and then months later you found out that there was a hidden detail that you completely missed while building it? Well, Lego designers actually absolutely love doing this and do this very often. They always like to hide tiny jokes or references over their sets. So today, we're going to be looking at some awesome hidden Lego details that prove Lego designers are either geniuses or are just having way too much fun at work. Either way, let's start with one that's hiding right under your very feet. So in the Hogwarts Owlery set, that's 430, there's a detail that is way sneakier than it has any right to be. One of the floor pieces is actually shaped like an owl. Like, they fully committed to it. It's the head and everything. Lego never specifically points this out, which means someone designed this and went, yeah, someone will figure it out eventually. You're in an owl tower, standing on an owl. That's owlceptional. Next up, we have the Apollo 11 lunar lander, set 10266. One of the pieces has tiny minifigure footprints molded into it, and I love this because Lego could have just not done that, but instead they were like, no, we need to have footprints on here. It's such a small detail, but once you notice it, it immediately makes the whole build feel so much more real. Now, this one is for the Harry Potter fans out there who stare at the Lego sets for way too long. In the massive Hogwarts Castle UCS set, 71043, there's a tiny hidden room with Devil's Snare from the very first movie. This set is already huge, like, where am I supposed to even put this huge? But Lego still went, yeah, let's add Devil's Snare in, and I respect Lego's dedication to wanting to include as much detail as possible, no matter how big or small it is. Okay, so this one is just Lego being Lego. In set 10251, the brick bank, there's a laundromat next to the bank. Seems normal so far, but the washing machine is actually connected to the bank vault, meaning Lego made a literal joke about money laundering. Some designer must have absolutely laughed themselves to death while making this, and I absolutely support this one. And in the detective's office set, 10246, there are underground tunnels, and they're probably thinking, is it for like some crime? Are they trying to steal gold or something? Secret documents? Nope. They're trying to steal cookies. They're smuggling cookies. This is just one of those details that Lego just absolutely loves to put in. And here's a sneaky one for you. A lot of Lego cars have license plates, obviously, but the sneaky part is a lot of the license plates in sets actually reference something, most likely being the initials of the designer of the set. So basically, Lego designers like to sign their work like artists by putting their initials on the number plates. And once you notice this, you'll never stop checking your Lego cars. It's a curse. And now we have the Saturn V rocket. And this set has exactly 1,969 pieces. And that's because humans landed on the moon in 1969, which means Lego deliberately chose that number. They didn't need to. They absolutely didn't need to. But they did that anyway. And that's just one of the many reasons why this set is so iconic. Alright, so you're gonna have to brace yourselves for this one. In Rainforest Animals set 31031, you can feed the bird. And yes, Lego fully committed to the biology of the birds. What goes in must come out, unfortunately. Someone at Lego approved this. I don't know who, but they did, and can you really fault them for it? It is quite funny. And then in the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown from set 76108, there's a newspaper mentioning Daredevil. And here's the weird part, it showed up 3 years before Daredevil got his first physical Lego minifigure. So Lego basically teased us 3 years in advance and said, see you in 3 years. Bold move, but I like it. And in set 10261, the roller coaster, there's an orange cap lying on the ground near the ride. It looks random and totally normal for a Lego set. And now we move on to the Ninjago City and Ninjago City dock sets, and they are basically just filled with heaps of LEGO references. There's a comic book store owner wearing a Galador t-shirt, a signed photo of Johnny Thunder, and even M-Tron clothing, which was an old LEGO theme from back in the day. It feels like the designers just had so much fun with these sets and just added everything that they could. But we do move on to a bit of a sad one for a minute. In the Ghostbusters Firehouse set 75827, there's a newspaper on the wall that reads RIP HR. And this is a tribute to the late Harold Ramis, who played Egon from the Ghostbusters series. LEGO didn't make a big deal about it, they just quietly included it, and honestly, that just makes it hit harder. And now into the last one, we have the Iron Man's Armory, and we know there's a lot of them, but specifically set 76216, where they include a fire extinguisher, which is honestly the most realistic thing in like the entire Marvel theme, because if Iron Man didn't have one of these in his home, his house would have burned ages ago because of all of the engineering and dangerous stuff that he's doing down there. So yeah, there are just some awesome hidden LEGO details that most people just glance right past. And if you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe if you want, and tell me in the comments which one you never noticed. And next time you build a LEGO set, take a closer look, because LEGO designers are most likely trying to hide something from you.